avail.
Hello, Bashar. Good day. If all time exists now, then that means there's already a soul for every body that will ever exist. So my question is it possible for our soul to take on anyone's body in another life, even if that body has been part of another person's oversoul? Thank you. Bye.
No. As you have already said, all things exist right now. The idea of time is what makes it seem as if it doesn't. And the idea of the experience from a linear perspective is that everybody has a soul already. So you cannot take over another soul. You are the soul you are. You will experience what you experience within your soul, but as you change the idea, reincarnationally speaking, of the body that goes with it, your soul is different. You are the other soul. And from a higher perspective, from all that is, then you are all that is, experiencing all the different ways that all that is can experience itself. That translates into the idea of the multitude of souls that all that is is. We understand this can be somewhat confusing, but it depends upon the level that you're looking at it from, the perspective you're looking at it from. So in order to not be confused, you have to understand that asking the question from a particular level can help the answer be more clear rather than mixing the levels that you're asking the question from.
Hello, Bashar. I would like to ask about Kundalini energy. What are the practical steps to make it rise? I wonder what to do if you can already feel it at the bottom of your spine, but it does not really want to rise. Like, how do you work with it? How do you make any progress with it? Practically. Thank you very much. Much love from Prague. Jan.
Again, a lot of it has to do with following the formula more precisely, really acting on your passion strongly, allowing yourself to be okay with being in the higher vibrational state and applying that outwardly in service to humanity. Synchronicity will bring about the conditions and the opportunities for you to feel that energy rising along your spine or in whatever way, shape, or form it needs to, but don't insist that that has to be the way you feel it. It can be experienced in any number of ways, including simply in the moment an overall ecstatic feeling when you are flowing in your energy and being of service to others. That can be representative of the full Kundalini experience, even though you may not feel it rise specifically or literally up your spine.
How are you?
Perfect, and you?
I'm good, thank you.
What
I'm
would
so
you like to
excited to be
discuss?
here today talking to you.
It is our passion and our pleasure to talk to you as well. What would you like to discuss?
Yes, so a couple months ago, I went to sleep and woke up like different. I don't know how to explain it. It's like
I know how to explain it. You are always different. It's just that you are now more aware of the differences that you always are.
Okay, that makes more sense because I'm like things like that used to be interesting is no longer, like
Yes.
now it's like, okay, so like
Yes.
so what? Like
Remember that you are shifting billions of times a second. It's just that most of you are not really aware of that because it happens so smoothly. But when you start expanding your consciousness, you start becoming aware that you are actually literally a different person every moment. So when you become more aware of that, you will start to experience feeling very different than you used to feel because you're becoming aware of the fact that you are always literally a different person moment to moment to moment. It's part of the expansion of your consciousness, the expansion of your bandwidth, and your ability to perceive what's going on in terms of how you actually create your physical reality experience.
gotcha. And also, like my friends, like my best friend, you used to talk all the time.
Yes.
And now it's like all the stuff she talking about. I'm like, I am not interested in those anymore,
Yes, of course, I understand. You may not right now be vibrationally compatible on those things. It may not be important for you to absorb those. She may change too eventually or not, but it doesn't really matter. You will gravitate to what you are vibrationally attuned to that helps move you forward.
Got it. All right. My next question is, last month, I was on the phone talking to my husband and I had an episode for a stroke. And I felt it and it lasted a second, but it felt like it wasn't, it's me, but it's not me. That makes sense?
Yes.
And when I went to the hospital, they didn't find anything wrong, but I know I didn't imagine it. I felt all the whole experience.
Yes, well, this is similar to what you're already talking about in terms of understanding that when more of your soul is coming through you, it completely changes your personality expression to match the frequency, the more energy that you are expressing of your true soul vibration. So it will feel like a sort of earthquake shift in your neurological net, in your brain, in your neurology. It will feel like you have truly had a quake within your system.
Yes. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's okay. So my next question is, I have a son, an 11-year-old son. I want to know how I can help them. I understand that they choose their their parents to come here to experience.
Yes.
But what can I do on my end?
All parents and teachers can have the creativity and imagination to create scenarios for their children that allow them to understand the consequences of their choices before they make those choices in outer society, so that they can make those choices in a safe place and understand their consequences of those choices, because everyone is connected. You can teach them that they are not isolated, they are connected to everyone, and it's important what choices they make, for they can always understand how to make choices that allow them to experience self-empowerment without having to hurt themselves or anyone else in order to get what they need in life. Teach them the formula that we share with all of you, for that's how you create your reality. Allow them to understand how powerful they are as a soul. They will then understand how to grow up into balanced and mature adults who can make positive and creative choices that benefit all and be of service to humanity, knowing that if they are of service to humanity, then the whole will serve them as well.
Got it. And that answered my next question, because he was so excited that I was going to talk to you. He's like, to ask you how to be his true self. And I was like, I think you
follow
just
the formula. Follow the formula. And also, again, if there is anything that they actually really, truly need to know to thrive in physical reality, find a way with your creative imagination to teach them the lesson according to what excites them, instead of trying to diminish their excitement into the lesson. Adapt the lesson in the form that excites them. Let them learn that they are excited to learn.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome.
All right. Have a good one. Love you.
Our unconditional love to you as well.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Hello. How are you, my friend?
Perfect. And you?
I'm good. I'm great. I'm really happy to engage with you. Bashar, my question is, I often and have for a long time been going and meditating to connect with you guys out into nature. Recently, there's been a lot more contact with, I'll call it contact with these golden orbs of light that sort of flash bulb to kind of greet me, and then they've actually kind of come down, to look at me or inspect me. What is going on with this?
You are developing and practicing an ability to stretch your senses out to other dimensions and other realms. These are members of your soul team, your soul family, helping you practice this, getting used to their vibrations and energies, so that you can raise your vibration in a way that will put you in more direct contact with other frequencies beyond your soul family. So they are helping you. Some of it involved with elementals. Some of it is connected to extra dimensionals and extraterrestrials, but the majority of what you're experiencing is your soul family and your soul team and angelic beings all helping you practice getting used to perceiving those higher frequency energies.
Oh, that's wonderful, because actually I reach out to them also. So that is wonderful. Now on with respects to the Interstellar Alliance, I consider myself as a member of the Interstellar Alliance because I act on the formula, acting on my highest excitement as often as I can in the moment. And that being the case in this moment, this is me acting on the formula in the moment. Is it possible? Recently, I will go to Joshua Tree to connect with you guys. Can you give some of us in that are in the group some flyby sightings, maybe to familiarize us with a little more of your energy in certain places of either your choosing or our choosing?
Possibly. We cannot say for certain yet. Just go and do it in the area and see what happens. It is not fully determined yet, but possibly.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. I love you all. Love and light to all beings everywhere.
Our unconditional love to you as well. Thank you. Ave.
Okay.
Is there a Galactic Federation ship already in position and ready for disclosure, specifically in the Gulf of Mexico?
Over the Yucatan, yes.
Okay. And you have many followers in Europe, but they feel the greatest number of UFOs are happening in America. Why is that? Is it because of the environment or the energy here that it's not suitable for them?
No, it's because the United States, more than almost any other country, refuses to accept the reality of UFOs. Therefore, we have to show off more often that we're here.
Okay, and as your sensing goes, are we still on track to have contact within 5 years
Yes,
or open contact?
yes.
Okay. And now that we've navigated ourselves to a timeline of open contact within the next 5 years, why is it important to continue with the Interstellar Alliance social experiment?
Because it will determine the way in which you experience open contact, making you more vibrationally compatible to experience open contact in certain ways rather than not being as vibrationally compatible with open contact and experiencing it in other ways. So it gives you more opportunity. The social experiment gives you more opportunity to experience a broader spectrum of ways in which you can experience open contact to your benefit.
And this person is saying that they attended the recent channel panel in Sedona, and while Bashar was speaking, they saw a smiling image of a female Sasani. Is she a consequential secret? And if so, who is she to this person or the person
She is
to
not
her?
a consequential secret. The person was perceiving the idea of my colleague that we have referred to as Anima, a social engineer, who is involved in first contact and will be, along with other social engineers from my society, involved after open contact in helping Earth understand planetary management. So the person was simply capable of perceiving the energy of my colleague, that female Sasani being known as Anima by you, in connection with the fact that we're getting closer and closer to open contact, and therefore you're more capable of sensing the presence of all who are connected to the idea of being a first contact specialist, which is also a type of social engineer.
And then also, I think this is going to be the last question. In your recent previous transmission, a viewer asked you how far your ship was above Sedona. And for the first time I've ever heard you answer this question, you answered no comment. Are you allowed to give us more information behind this comment, or are we really that close to open contact?
You are very close. That is all I can say at the moment.
Okay, maybe there's one more here we can do. I heard a Pleiadian channeling say that they are not ascended beings and are just like us. They make mistakes, experience heartbreak and unrequited love, get impatient, etc. However, when I hear you speak, it seems the Sasani are ascended compared to us and don't make mistakes or get impatient. Is that true? And can you explain this difference and why the Pleiadians would send such a message?
That is a misinterpretation to some degree. Yes, Pleiadians can make mistakes in the sense that you understand that term, but they don't relate to them as mistakes. They relate to them in the way that we do, as simply new information that can be applied in given situations. They don't have the idea of unrequited love. They do not experience that in that way. Can they be sad? Yes, they can be. But they don't really experience things in the way that that person is describing. That's a little bit of filtering coming through the human persona. But the idea is they are certainly of a higher vibration than many people on your planet. If you want to say they are ascended because they are on a higher frequency, then certainly you can say that. But they are more similar to you than we are. They are, again, your genetic cousins. They are very much like you in many ways, but they are the fourth density version, and therefore are more like what humanity is evolving into as physical beings in a fourth density state. So, no, it's not as pronounced as the way that was described in terms of what they experience emotionally, but they are a little bit more like you. They can experience a little bit more of a range of emotions in that sense. Something that you can relate to more easily. Yet they are still seemingly, from your perspective, more advanced in their emotional qualities.
Okay, and I'm going to slip one more in here. When there is first contact, do we physically need to be where it is physically occurring, or can we somehow be able to experience it telepathically, holographically? And basically, is first contact going to involve hearing communication telepathically as opposed to actually having someone speak to you in your language?
For the most part, yes. Your people will experience open contact on many different levels in many different ways, regardless of where you are. And generally speaking, again, if you are more vibrationally compatible in certain ways with certain beings who will be present in open contact, you will usually synchronistically find yourself exactly where you need to be to experience it in whatever way is relevant for you. So don't worry about it. You won't miss it if that's what you're concerned about.
Okay, that's great. Well, thank you so much, Bashar. We really appreciate all your helpful information.
Our deep appreciation to all of you as well. And now we would encourage you to become very relaxed, breathe easily, calmly, let go of the cares of the day, and prepare yourselves for a beautiful, calming, releasing, and behaviorally changing meditation. All right, so now we will allow you to allow yourselves to become relaxed, let go of the cares of the day, breathe deeply and easily, and allow yourselves to focus inwardly on the idea of letting go of consequential secrets and feeling the relief and the release, no longer carrying the burden and the weight of that secret, no longer worrying about the idea of exposure, letting the past be the past, taking a deep breath and with open eyes looking to the horizon, to what you call the future, of higher frequency energy, of joy, of love, of light, of freedom, of open contact, changing the behavior, putting it behind you, you know that the rewards that will come to you will be much greater than holding on to whatever it is you think is a benefit of continuing the behavior of a consequential secret. Open up to receive that when you let go of the stress that is in your bodies of holding on to the secret, you open yourself up to the possibility of being able to receive higher vibrations that will be far more rewarding than anything you've ever experienced by continuing the behavior of your secret, which you may think creates beneficial experiences for you, and to some degree might have, but will pale by comparison to the benefits you will receive by freeing yourself and your body of the energetic and physical stresses of carrying the burden of the secret with you. Knowing that you are free in that way, that there are no repercussions for you or anyone else of a negative nature by changing that behavior, that you can move forward freely and even actually experience, in certain ways, even more ability than was allowed in the behavior that you were exhibiting. We will not go into detail about what that means exactly, but you will actually find more freedom in a certain way, not the same way, but in a certain way that will allow you to be more your true self and interact with others in a more true self way by claiming that particular station for yourself in a higher frequency energy, in a more relaxed fashion, in ways of connection that will be more natural for you and will bring in more experiences of joy, effortlessness, connection, companionship, and allow you to experience more of the companionship that will come to you from the extraterrestrials that will be involved in open contact. Allow yourself to move forward in a transparent way. Breathe in the feeling of freedom that this will afford you. And breathe out the sigh of release. That you no longer have this weight upon your shoulders. That you can answer honestly to anyone who may ask, "No, this is not who I am. I am moving forward." Knowing that they also cannot pursue whether or not you used to behave that way. For again, they will understand the other side of the coin is that they will reap upon themselves the consequence of pursuing the past. Be free. Step forward. Move forward. Allow your body to relax. Allow it to open up. Allow your heart to expand, your mind to expand, and more of your soul to expand and express itself through your physical personality. Do not fear. Do not feel lack. Do not feel loss. All of these things belong in the past. They will not travel forward with you if you truly understand how much you will be capable of expanding, how much you will be capable of receiving, how much joy you will be capable of experiencing, and freedom and light and love by no longer exhibiting the behavior that perpetuates the consequential secrets. And as you see in your society, secrets come to light, and the ability and freedom that comes with it that allows you to take new courses, new paths in life, that allows you to feel the connections that you are making and perpetuating along your life path when you congregate in astral form. You have all planned this all out. Now it is time to do so. For these secrets will come out if they continue. Allow yourself to be free of that worry, free of that burden, free of that probability. Unshackle yourself. Be free. Continue to breathe deeply and understand the importance of what we have discussed today. No more secrets of this nature. Breathe easily, float freely. And in this new paradigm and in this new vibration, come to us so that we may come to you, so that we may together create a new reality of unlimited potential in happiness, joy, ecstasy, love, and light. Our unconditional love to you all. Welcome home. Avea. Good day.